We're now going to turn to Ecuador. Ecuador was a special session of the World Urban Forum because it coincided with the Habitat 3 conference in Quito. And the Minister of Urban Development and Housing, Humberto Plaza Arguello, will tell us how the Habitat 3 conference, which was World Urban Forum 8, has influenced Ecuador.
Thank you. It's a privilege to be here. Back in 2016, Habitat 3 took place in Quito, Ecuador. Organizing forums like this bring in 20,000 people. I think Quito was 36,000, right? That's a lot of people from all different parts of the world. The effort was great. And not having a lesson and not implementing what was discussed there is a sin. So we took that task very seriously in Ecuador. And ever since, we have implemented social housing programs, accessible housing programs, with financing from multilateral institutions like the World Bank, the Inter-American Development Bank. We have implemented inclusive parks for those with special needs. Some regions of my country, Ecuador is a small country, and some parts of Ecuador are poor. Many homes do not have appropriate sewage service. We have implemented kits for many houses that do not have that service. We have been working in different levels, central government level, local authorities, private entrepreneurs who play a very important role, and organized society. We have a path, we're following it. And that's not enough. You need to stretch the teachings from the forum and make those ideas even better. When we talk about sustainability, it's not only a matter of designing and building houses that are efficient. Social sustainability is a higher goal that has a lot to do with having greenhouses, having cities that are inclusive, having cities where the inhabitants of every neighborhood has a sense of belonging. By doing that, you create strong society with firmly binded with solidarity. These forums can change the world a great deal. This is very important. The ideas that are produced in forums like these from people from all over the world can be useful, because what we do in Ecuador might help people from, I don't know, Uganda, or recipes that have proven successful in Malaysia can be useful in Peru. Having forums like this is a blessing, and we need to make sure that the money, the effort, countless of human hours of colleagues that come from all over the world to the World Forum, that must leave a legacy. Ecuador, after Habitat 3, changed its urban agenda. And it needs to be developed in a much deeper way. we are not going to be happy until we democratize housing. The deficit in Ecuador is unbearable. Almost 50% of Ecuadorians don't live in adequate houses. It's a sin. Almost 1 million Ecuadorians don't have houses at all. I don't mean they are homeless, but there are a lot of homes where two families have shelter under the same roof. And the way we have been planning our cities in the past isn't good. We cannot afford to grow horizontally in urban sprawl. It's a lot easier, it's cheaper, and it's more sustainable if we go for it. We have infrastructure that is not being used, and by going for urban infill, we are taking advantage of the few dollars that we have to develop Ecuador. I thank you very much for the opportunity to be here, and greetings from my government.
Thank you very much, Minister, for this reflection about the impact of Habitat 3 and WOOF 8 on Quito and Ecuador.